Welcome back to Real Talk, and now we're joined by Samira Gotok Tumawis to help us out with today's topic. A pleasure to have you with us. Diba?
Welcome to the show.
Yes.
The first question is, which came first? You're being a journalist or you're being a feminist?
I think being journalist and almost at the same time a feminist, because when you open your mind to being a writer and you have to travel a lot, parang lumalabas na eh. It comes out naturally that you assert yourself, that you have to have your space.
Of course.
You have your decision by your parents, even if they want other things for you. Okay. So I think almost at the same time.
I'm really
college.
curious to hear about your journey,
Yeah.
Especially coming from a Muslim background. Is it harder, more difficult? I mean, what
I think
what are the
added layer.
challenges that
The added layer of being a Muslim woman is the being Muslim woman in that society.
Okay.
And that is the added layer to a Filipino woman.
Okay, so tell us, what is a typical Muslim female or woman
experience. For one, she has to have connectivity to the decisions of a family.
Okay.
It's very important to ask permission. When going out,
From the husband,
from the husband, from the head of the family. When going out, you even have to have a companion to be with. So when I went to Oxford, I had that dilemma that I had to bring some person, but I had to convince them na hindi pwede. It can't be. I just had to be alone.
Okay.
There's no funding for another person. So those are some of the struggles I had to face when being married. They would make a decision for me, the parents, but
making decision in terms of choosing your husband.
choosing a husband. But because my parents, thankfully, were open-minded, and they made me go to UP. So I think they respected also my freedom of choice.
How do you reconcile all this and still be a feminist?
Reconcile the traditions. I think
Yeah.
because for one, we have to accept that Islam came younger than Christianity. So the struggles and the academic literature is still young. We still have to study a lot of feminism. We don't even call ourselves gender advocates or even feminists or women rightists, but more of the women's right movement, reproductive health advocates, depending on an issue. That's related to being a woman. So how do I reconcile it? It's really part of that societal struggle, the societal growth, and being part of that society that still has to research and unlearn some of the traditions that it has propagated to its learners.
Which part would be more of the religious side, and which part would be more just the social
aspect?
Yeah.
Sometimes that's the difficulty, because those who interpret the religion are the ones that are made as authority, and sometimes the traditions mixes with the religion. Like veiling could be part of tradition.
Okay.
Veiling can also be part of religion. And for me, it's a personal decision that I felt the Quran said, cover your bosoms over you, and I felt the bosom also covers the head. So that would be really about interpretation of that the text. Religious, and then tradition because of the milieu, the long held ways.
Okay. And even the way of dressing. It has.
I think that's clear in Islam, in the Quran. The Holy Quran would say cover your private parts.
Yeah.
So those are clear enough. And for some, the private part with I think. That includes me following that the hair is also a private part.
Yes. No. So at least it really has a lot for you. It has a lot to do with religion.
Yeah. Faith.
The way. But so what happens with the other women that may not be as religious or as?
I think that's where feminism comes in. That you allow people to make a decision, and so feminism will tell us that even if a woman is uncovered or unveiled, doesn't mean you have to discriminate her or look down upon her as less faithful or religious.
Okay, so that is where your feminism stems
the interpretation.
from. It is in your own backyard.
Yes, we have to tell people that it's their interpretation of what the book says. So we can't look at other women who are wearing sleeveless as lesser than us. So
again, it's a matter of respecting choices of others.
Trying to look at the struggles of women as part of that narrative and part of that struggle, a part of a struggle for every woman to uncover herself, eventually leading to a decision to accept it.
Speaking of struggles, are the struggles of Muslim women different from non-Muslim women?
On social context, you were discussing on poverty, it's no different.
It's the same.
Yes, but I think the more difficulty is because we are not part of the religious authorities in terms of the decisions on religious texts. We are not part of councils that issue policy decisions on fatwa, they call, on religious or on political, religious, social facts or realities. So we are excluded from that process.
So those are the things that you're trying to fight for? And
These are things that we say we are part also of that decision making. We have
should be
to
part
have
of
to be heard on these kind of aspects. And I think it's already reality in Egypt and other countries. They have strong feminist lawyers who are Muslims who are asserting themselves, and we look up to them here.
how about jobs-wise when it comes to the Muslim community?
Now, there's,
Is it
I think,
still a big disparity?
I think there's a bit of progress. Many women are supporting men, families.
Many
Men,
women-
their husbands.
are supporting their husband.
Yes, because they're
Whether Muslim or not,
because
I
maybe-
think in this country.
Maybe because we were so studious, the women, we would tend to be the ones who are going abroad. We would be finding jobs. The men would go to war or conflict, and they weren't as talented as we were. So sadly, a lot of women are now homeowners or breadwinners. Breadwinners. So I think that's the reinterpretation. That's the opportunity for women to assert themselves. That what if women now, because Islam tells us accordingly that there's only one half of inheritance as between a man, a son.
Yeah.
So
wala na yung mga dowry and
how
all
about
those things?
We still do.
You still-
we
you
still
still
do.
have the-
It's a gift. The
It's a
concept,
gift.
yeah. Again,
Okay,
the
so that-
misconception.
okay.
So that women, because they are breadwinners, might have to be also the same equal of inheritance or share from the man.
So this will shift the balance.
This will shift the balance because of developments, I think.
You're definitely a Muslim feminist that the younger generation of Muslim feminists will look up to. But who do you look up to in terms of feminists?
I look at, wow, that's a good question. There's a lot of them. Hillary Clinton might not be the real feminist that I'm looking at. Not really many. Wow, I can't think right now.
Or were there women you
Senator
admired?
Santanina Rasul is a Tausug
definitely.
lady who became a senator. Oh, of course, Leticia Ramos Shahani because of the Magna Carta for women. So these are Filipina women. And of course, Diego Sil,
go back.
Tandang Sora, our own women in history.
What are the changes naman that you want implemented by the government?
We want more IP, indigenous peoples, and Muslim women to get into the military. I think that for me, because it's been too limiting for us to be in the nurturing professions.
Okay.
We're more boxed into nursing, teaching. How about sports, athletics for us Muslim women? I think those are fields that are still unrepresented for us. So I'd like more of us to be actively recruited by government to enter those
Yes.
undiscovered terrains.
Yes, you guys are tough.
And writing and entertainment.
Entertainment.
And I think I'd like to see a Muslim woman
pa
make
ba?
fun of herself.
It is wala pa ba?
I'm not a joker na. I'm not good in jokes.
No, because I guess of also the
Abroad, yes, a lot of abroad.
Abroad.
Yes, they make some fun of
Southeast
themselves
Asia.
about being a terrorist, about wearing this, and
But here, no.
None many. None
Maybe you
many.
can be the first stand-up comic.
I'd like to train myself.
It's probably the respect also that a lot
And
of
it's a
people
universal
have.
language. We all laugh. I mean, even if we women are wearing this, we laugh. And, we all have boobs. So we would also like to laugh.
How is it when it comes to marriage?
When it comes to marriage,
Is it still okay? Forgive my misconception, but
arranged and all.
Arranged, and also can men have several
Wives. That is the reinterpretation advocacy still. For us, when the Quran says marry 2, 3, or 4, that is the exception. It became first part of the sentence. And the last part was, if you cannot do justice, marry only one.
Yes.
But the men were
Right away,
always
2, 3,
So you're
4.
really
moving
about
up
the
the
text.
last one up.
Look at the
Maybe
whole
the
sentence.
man took advantage.
And it's the exception to the rule, marrying more than one. And you need to honor the first wife if you ever, maybe
Decide.
she's sick, she can't give birth, there's exceptional circumstances. So I think there's conditions. It's not even I think, there are circumstances.
So for you,
by the Sharia,
personally,
I will not want
Okay.
to have shared bedrooms.
How do you deal naman with your husband, and how does he fare
Is he
in
a
your
feminist?
in your
Because I
advocacy?
married late, he already knew about my feminist attitude, so he had to accept my traveling. It was only our first week of our honeymoon, and I had to travel. So he accepted this, and that would be a taboo to leave your husband in bed alone. So these are some of the learnings that he had to take from me, because I
All
was
for
already,
love?
yeah, all for love.
For love?
Yeah, so marriage, the laws are clear also in Sharia, like Catholicism, we honor the institution. Divorce is allowed.
Divorce
so
is
this is
allowed.
something that's different from Catholicism. We do allow it, there's legal, and I think our struggle is, can a wife file for divorce? This is not yet clear.
Because it's
what if
only
she
the
was
men.
abused? What is, VAUC? Violence against women, so she has the right
Yeah.
to divorce. But according to our traditions, only men can file for divorce.
Okay, yeah.
maybe
so,
not for long. We'll
Now
be
we
there.
hope that there's more interpreters.
Thank you again, Samira, for joining us. When we return, our guests will answer your questions, so be sure to tweet us at CNN PH Lifestyle with the hashtag CNNPH Real Talk. See you later after the break.